The US, the UK, Germany, and France have issued travel warnings to their citizens, calling on them to leave Lebanon or avoid travel there in a frantic diplomatic push to deter Israel from striking Beirut in response to a deadly rocket attack on the Golan Heights.
골란고원에서 발생한 치명적인 로켓 폭격에 대응하여 이스라엘이 베이루트를 공격하는 것을 막기 위한 외교적 노력의 일환으로 미국, 영국, 독일과 프랑스는 레바논 주재 자국민들에게 레바논을 떠나고 여행하지 말 것을 권고했습니다. 자, 밤사이에 업데이트가 있었습니다. 이 뉴스가 나왔던 어제만 해도요. 이스라엘이 베이루트를 공격할 수도 있으니 그래서 베이루트를 비롯한 레바논을 떠나라라는 이제 여러 서방 국가들의 권고가 있었는데요. 밤사이에 이스라엘이 베이루트를 공격했습니다.
Yes, so it is a breaking situation here.
네.
It's ongoing, and it does seem that Israel, just hours ago, in fact, this news coming out, that Israel did in fact retaliate
Right.
to that deadly strike on the Golan Heights that unfortunately killed 12 children, over the weekend. The U.S. and Israel are blaming Hezbollah on this attack. And based on Israel's most recent actions, it's Hezbollah's most senior military commander has been killed. So, the worry is, the concern is, of course, we know the Israel-Gaza situation, but with Hamas. But the worry and concern is that this will become a more regional-wide sort of conflict and will expand throughout the region for a regional war.
네, 그렇습니다. 그러니까 앞서서 골란고원에 그 로켓 폭격이 있었습니다. So that particular strike was from Lebanon.
Yes. So Hezbollah
yeah.
is a political militant group based in Lebanon. And so these strikes went by Israel,
Right.
Targeted the southern part of Lebanon. And like I said, killed their most senior military commander, reportedly. And it was in retaliation because these strikes from Hezbollah came from Lebanon. Yes.
네, 네, 그렇습니다. 레바논을 기지로 하고 있는 무장 단체라고 얘기를 하면 되겠죠.
They are a
헤즈볼라.
political group, though, in fact, too.
political group too. 네, 정치적인 그룹이기도 한데 그 헤즈볼라가 지금 가장 최근에 있었던 공격의 배후에 있다고 합니다. 앞서서 이제 이스라엘 골란고원에 이제 레바논 측에서 폭격을 가한 것으로 이렇게 파악이 되고 있고 그것에 대한 보복으로 이스라엘이 베이루트에 공격을 가한 겁니다. 근데 그 공격이 있기 전에 지금 얘기한 미국과 영국과 독일 그리고 프랑스가 이스라엘이 베이루트 공격할 수도 있겠다.
Yeah.
그러니 이제 자국민들에게 출국해라라고 권고를 한 거죠.
Yeah, it was a very out of control situation.
Yes.
Things were very frantic.
Frantic, what does that mean?
If something's frantic, it's emotionally out of control, perhaps.
Yes.
It's when things are fast and nervous, disorderly. That's what we would say is frantic.
네.
Sort of like every morning here before the show.
A little bit. 자, 그래서 이 출국 권고가 나갔을 당시의 그 상황이요. 굉장히 정신없이 빠르게 움직이는 그런 상황이었습니다. 그런 거를 영어로는 frantic라고 표현을 합니다. F-R-A-N-T-I-C. 정신없이 빠르게 움직이는 상황이 되겠고요. And what they wanted to do, of course, was deter any possible attacks from happening, although
Yeah.
that did not
Yeah, they
take
weren't
place.
successful in doing that, apparently. When you deter something, you're turning it aside, you're discouraging or preventing something from acting. Deterrence in legal terms is, warning a criminal, perhaps, or a potential criminal, or scaring them from carrying through with any sort of criminal act, with punishment.
네, 못하도록 하는, 저지하는 행동을 얘기합니다. Deter Israel from striking Beirut. 여러 외교적인 노력으로 이스라엘이 베이루트 공격을 안 하게끔 하려고 했으나 이게 실패로 돌아갔다고 할 수 있겠죠. 공격을 단행했습니다.
Yeah, in local news, you hear the term nuclear deterrence a lot as well, in terms of the situation here on the Korean Peninsula.
Exactly, because we don't want any nuclear attacks to take place. Well, here's the headline again. The US, UK, Germany, and France have issued travel warnings to their citizens, calling on them to leave Lebanon or avoid travel there in a frantic diplomatic push to deter Israel from striking Beirut in response to a deadly rocket attack on the Golan Heights. Here's our next headline.
For the second time this year, temperature readings of more than 40 degrees Celsius have been recorded in Japan, prompting heat stroke warnings for almost all areas in the country.
네. 올해 들어 두 번째로 일본에서 섭씨 40도 이상의 기온이 기록되면서 일본 내 거의 모든 지역에 열사병 경보가 발령됐습니다. 40 degrees.
Yeah, so following a reading of 40 degrees back on July 7th in Japan, just this Monday, a couple of days ago, Sano, Tochigi Prefecture, hit 41 degrees at 2 p.m. on during midday on Monday. And like the headline said, it's the second time this year. And in response, weather authorities in Japan have issued heat stroke warnings for basically the entire country. And, I don't think Korea has hit 40 degrees Celsius.
I don't believe
this season.
so,
Correct
right.
us if we're wrong here, but this is just another sign of the concern over changing climate patterns
Yeah.
across the world.
And there's a
it looks
direct
like-
concern on South Korea's part
Sure.
because a lot of Korean tourists are visiting Japan right now.
Yep.
So they might want to keep this in account. If they are actually planning on going to Japan, it's extremely hot there
Yeah.
right now.
Because heat stroke, the ways you prevent yourself from suffering from heat stroke is to stay hydrated. Obviously, try to stay out of the direct sun. Find some shade and limit your activities to other parts of the day. Aside from between, let's say, 11 and 4 p.m.
Exactly. Okay, what's a temperature reading, Shane?
Yeah, when a reading is just information or data indicated by some sort of instrument, like a thermometer would give you a temperature reading. A blood pressure monitor would give you your blood pressure reading.
Right.
If you're into tarot cards, it'll give you your fortune. It'll give you a reading of your future, perhaps. So basically, an instrument that gives you some sort of information.
그렇습니다. 이게 수치라는 뜻의 reading이 될 수도 있고요. 이제 타로 카드 같은 경우에는 타로 카드에 나와 있는 뭐 운명에 대한 정보라든지 이런 것들도 다 reading이라고 볼 수 있는데 reading이라는 이 명사는 거기에 나와 있는 정보라는 의미라고 보시면 돼요. 폭넓게 봤을 때는. 자, 그렇다면 temperature readings는 한마디로 그냥 기온입니다.
Right.
네. 자, 그다음에 warnings는 뭐 경고 이런 뜻도 되겠지만 여기서는 어떤 경보가 되겠죠.
Yeah, it's an alert to the public of a hazard or some sort of danger. And I'm looking at the weather agency site here in Korea. It looks like entire country under heat wave warnings and advisories at the moment.
네, 그렇습니다. 자, 다시 읽어볼게요. For the second time this year, temperature readings of more than 40 degrees Celsius have been recorded in Japan, prompting heat stroke warnings for almost all areas in the country. Okay, let's move on to our final headline.
China's Yangtze River is experiencing its third flood of the year, and an emergency response to floods has been activated for the Beijing, Tianjin, Hebei region in anticipation of severe rainfall and potential flooding.
네, 중국 양쯔강은 올해 들어 세 번째 홍수를 겪고 있으며 베이징, 텐진, 허베이 지역에 폭우와 홍수 가능성이 예상됨에 따라 홍수에 대한 비상 대응이 발령됐습니다. So this is apparently in the aftermath, I guess, of the typhoon Kemi
Yes.
that's been sweeping across this region.
Yes.
Tell us more about that.
Typhoon Kemi has been very destructive, probably the first destructive typhoon of the season in the region, starting down in the Philippines, moving up into Taiwan and into mainland China. It's the third flood warning, like the headline had said, in this region of China. It came as water levels there reached a warning level of 32.5 meters as of Monday afternoon. Relief efforts have been deployed to this region. Meanwhile, the ministry in China there that takes care of this sort of situation activated a third level emergency response to floods in Hunan and a fourth level emergency response to floods in the provinces of Jiangsu, Anhui, and Jiangxi, while sending work teams and experts there to provide guidance on preventing floods.
Exactly. The name Yangtze River, by the way, in English we do just say Yangtze River, but apparently in China they call it Changjiang, I think it is. So they use a different
Yeah.
name. So you might see Korean articles say Changjiang, which is Yangtzegang. Same thing, but just a different name.
Is that from the Chinese characters?
Yes, I
of
believe so.
Okay.
네, 네. 그렇더라고요. 그
It's like Bukgyong and Beijing. I imagine.
한자 자체가 좀 다르던데요. 예,
Okay.
양쯔강이라고 우리가 흔히 부르긴 하는데 중국에서는 이거를 이제 길장 그다음에 이제 강자를 써가지고
Okay.
장강이 되겠죠. 우리식으로 하자면은 그렇게 부르는 것 같습니다. 그래서 중국식으로는 이제 창장이라고도 합니다.
It's all Greek to me. So.
야, 자, 그래요. 근데 지금 벌써 세 번째 홍수를 겪고 있다는 거, 네, 상당히 우려스럽습니다. It says here that an emergency response has been activated.
Yeah, when you activate something, you make it active, or it's characterized by some sort of action.
Yeah.
You're initiating or putting something into motion. When you buy a new phone, you can't use it immediately out of the box. You need to activate it.
아, 그러네요. 네, 활성화시킨다라는 뜻이 있죠. To activate something. 네, 여기서는 어떤 그 비상 대응 체제 그게 발령이 됐다라고
Yes.
볼 수 있을 것 같고요. 그 다음에는 in anticipation of something.
Yet you're predicting something or you're getting ready for something. There's a chance or expectation of something happening.
그래요. 무언가를 예상하고라는 뜻입니다. 다시 읽어보겠습니다. China's Yangtze River is experiencing its third flood of the year, and an emergency response to floods has been activated for the Beijing-Tianjin-Hebei region in anticipation of severe rainfall and potential flooding. Well, that's it for today's headlines with Shane Harm.